Hello, this is a Platinum 3 Diva VOD review, and the post on this one just said they weren't sure what went wrong, and they changed their sensitivity, which wasn't an excuse, they were just giving an explanation. And I pulled the scoreboard on this one, just because I noticed that their team's kind of hard to dive. They've got Genji, Tracer, Moira, and then your team's Bap, Mercy, and Junkrat. And I forgot to hit record, so I'm starting after going halfway through this, but that's just what I noticed right away when I saw the scoreboard, which is why I included it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So we're coming out, they're also on Diva. And the problem on that was two things. One, you got discorded back here and you didn't hide for 2 seconds. And the second one is just you crossed in front of a lot of people to do this. So what you might have wanted to do is just I like how you kept wrapping up here, but you might just end up shooting a little bit and then shooting from here or just trying to take point and pressuring them in. Don't cross in front of 3 people for that. And just as bad, once you went for the play, you sort of backed off. Like, if you go for the play, run in Zen's face, kill him, go for the health pack, and pray they don't chase you. You sort of doing it and then backing up, and then it was just kind of like, if you're gonna go for it, but... But we do end up dying, going for that Zen. And when you force a fade, usually it's a good idea to try and look around for it. She can only go so far, it's basically here or here. But... then we go for the Diva, and then we go back for the Moira, but Moira's got a fade up in like 7 seconds, so... let me check. Yeah, 1. So, I mean, even without this Ana, she's just gonna fade again, so it's like, you need to just pick a target. Good job resetting to point, like, this would have been a good place to just play the whole fight out instead of whatever happened the past 20 seconds. Good job going for the Moira, so the Diva can't get healed. It's your Venture's turn to go in too deep. And this again, it's like, this is just a fundamental problem with how many people can see you do this versus how many of your teammates can see the other team. And the answer is like 3 people can see you, and then your team is just looking at the point. So your BAP is kind of dealing with the Tracer, but it's just... everyone reacted to this. What you might do, first of all, you can just play defense because you've got point. Second of all, if you figure out the Ana's here, you might go for something like this. That way everyone doesn't see you do it and cross in front of them, and then they all go for you, so... And it's just, yeah, we've never actually gotten the health back because it's just Mercy, so it's like, we don't have a lot of health because of that stunt. And I might have gone for the Genji. He probably doesn't have his cooldowns. Andy's in here with your Venture, so... but Ana works too. Good eat. And then we just reset here, yeah. So, you force an ult, this is fine. The one thing I might want to say is you saw him low HP, you probably should just Matrix him. He gets a lamp, but it's their Diva's turn to go in too deep, so we can kill her. Alright, we can force the Tracer out, and then we can go point. And I just want to do the overhead view. Like if things ever look like this, you've usually done something wrong. It's tank. I want you up here with your Venture going for their Moira or their Ana or just up here. You don't need to be the what is it, fourth person looking at this Tracer. It was good up here because you had nothing better to do and you don't want her in this aggressive position prowling down at your team. But once you force a few blinks, don't use fly to like run at her and let her just sap your attention like this, because she's basically being a tank right here, forcing you all into a corner. She was dead anyway. What is the problem is your Venture had no help, so. And even here, you can basically come here for free. You might as well do it. Like, it's too risky to fling yourself for Ana, but you can at least come up a little. Or you can go down this lane. This is fine too. Good job. We scouted. We figured out which way they went. We met them up here, so. This is good. We just didn't notice the Ana. And I think we caught ourselves there. Half of you was thinking I'll go for Ana maybe. Half of you decided not to, and then you canceled the flight 2 meters in. So I think we're just, we can go for Moira because she's alone. Or we can just sort of play a position on the map for defense. Like, don't go for this Tracer because then 3 people are going to shoot you in the back. I want you to just focus on standing here maybe because everyone's in front of you. Or here and shoot down and go for the Ana if she steps up, but. Yeah, like we go for Tracer again. And then we realize like we were getting shot in the back, we turn around. We're not in a good spot anymore. Like if we were here or here, then we're closer. But we sort of like, ooh, Tracer, and then they're over there shooting us from far away. But this is good. We see Moira fade. That's kind of unlucky we didn't figure out where she went, but we're sort of doing it again. Like, notice 3 damage indicators in our back. More damage indicators in the back. So that's why it's just focus on a position. Genji came, so I understand why you couldn't just stand here, but it would either be here or here. Focus on just holding a position or a corner. And then as they come up, then you force some cooldowns and then you fly in and go for a rocket a limb, but. And this is where the Tracer gets the huge pulse, yeah. But. And it was an optimistic mech, but if you wanted to just stall to 99, I guess that's fine. They ult us, that's fine. And it's like, we can be here and shoot Tracer, but we don't need to use our fly to do it. We're using our fly to go 3 meters, and in this case, like, we've lost all awareness, because our position needs to be point. And it's awkward, like, we can touch and take a bunch of damage. We kind of just have to stand here, but it's like, we're not even going to touch. Because we're like, ooh, a Tracer, and we go 3 meters with our fly, and then she just... The thing is, if you use fly, she can just blink. So really just, I want you to only fly after a Tracer if she uses recall. Or some other reason, like she's here, she's in this aggressive spot and you want to clear her out before actually pushing forward. But don't just every time you see a Tracer go, ooh, a Tracer, because it's probably not worth your attention. You can either be going for better targets or you need to be in a tank position. instead of just chasing her. So not even giving your team a chance there is pretty bad.
Is its own reward.
I like the boop attempt. I don't know why he didn't get booped, but good attempt with the fly to bump him in. And we hear Genji Tracer. I don't mind this just because their Moira was kind of too far away. They did this so early that you might as well just help your team, but because you didn't have a chance to actually go for their backline yet. So this is good. More of this weird target choice where last fight it was we went for Moira, then we went for Diva, the unmech Diva, and then we went back to Moira when she had Fade. Now we're like, we have this killable Diva and we're going for Genji, and it's like, I don't know why we're doing this. Yeah, that Diva was probably toast if you helped your Mei, so. But now that we've got the Diva backed off, back to the original plan. Grab this lane, shoot down on the Moira, keep going, Genji, like, take control of this side. This is the part where I realized I wasn't recording, but if we chase this Tracer, man. Yeah, we use fly to go 3 meters and then we cancel it. So I don't, that's just a bad habit. We need to have an actual reason for our fly and not just fly 3 meters and then stop. I mean, it's a short cooldown, but it's a cooldown. Now we can't go anywhere for 4 seconds. Yeah, just wait, and we're using another fly on this. Like, if you want to just shoot her in the face, like, force a blink away. Okay, now she's not killing my supports. Which she can't even kill your supports to begin with. They're doing pretty good here. Like, let's go overhead view again. I need you to see this. Notice how their Diva is, like, stuffing your Mei. They've got control of the map. You're just, like, chasing a Tracer. Okay, well, we finally drop it, but... I think the idea was... The reason you want to stay down a lane is because you can't get shot from multiple different angles like this. And you can have everyone in front of you to Matrix, but we just sort of go down the middle and we're getting shot from, like, our right and our left. It's just too much to worry about, which is why I'm saying pick a lane and run down it. I guess that peel was okay, but it's like, again, we want to put our own pressure out eventually. We do get the Genji because he stays in. But I think we get the Genji, then we keep going on the Moira and the what is it? The Diva. Like, we gotta stop. We gotta trust our supports at some point to deal with a lone Tracer. Like, cause we use fly again, so now we're stuck for 4 seconds here. Your BAP has taken damage. I see the health bar went down. It's like, you could be doing so much more here, and I just need you to, if anything else, to recognize this. We should not be using fly on a Tracer that's not really doing much. We need to actually be a tank and take control of the map and go for their backline. And occasionally there'll be a chance, like if a Genji dashes in really soon, you might make the call like, oh, we can kill him. Their Diva came in here at one point and your Mei walled her. Like, oh, Diva actually killable. Let's help and gang up on the Diva. But I'm just going to throw out a random number. Like 70% of the time, it's worth just being aggressive and doing your own thing instead of trying to help your team against this Tracer. Yeah, like that Diva and that Moira did so much sooner if you go after them. And your BAP would have maybe had to use his healing pulse or whatever, but... If we hear the Ana, we should just bum rush her because it's a 1v1. We can't lose. Okay, we do. It was just a little late. Okay, we're gonna play a quiz called Why Did You Use This Flight? You were in a decent spot. You've got pressure, like if the Ana and the Moira come up, you can shoot them, fly on them. You've got this nice health pack. Like I like this spot. I don't why do we do this? Now we're just gonna get shot by every single person. Yeah, and look, the Ana's coming up, so I mean, if you saw all four of them do this, like some sort of semi-pro play where they do this rotation, then sure, maybe you might come up to here or jump on here or cross, but this spot would have been fine. We just, like, I know you want to help your BAP, but by the time we get there, he's already dead. So that's kind of the downside of peeling is your value would be more like forcing the Genji's cooldowns before he can even get here would be sort of how you stop a Genji from killing your team. Let me go back because I missed something. Okay, yeah. Because if we were still here, the other thing is I heard your Mei ult. I was just too focused on the Genji. Like, if we were up here on the Soldier, the Mei, the Ana, like, we could be cleaning house right now. But instead, like, look what we're missing. Whee! Oh, our map's already dead. And our, like, there's been a few times. There was that one time on First Point where your Venture was fighting them alone because you were chasing the Tracer around. Now your Mei got a good ult, but like you were chasing the Genji around. Like just make your own plays and hold map control. Don't always feel the need to go back. And he's kind of gonna validate your play by dying here, but I think he could have lived if he had just deflected and backed up, but the supports come forward. Good job going for him. And that's fine. They had to ult too, so I don't know if this ult can actually turn things around though. So it might have just been safer to die, but no, that's unlucky. Is our team close? Okay, they're kind of coming. Like, give it 5 seconds, because I had a feeling they weren't back yet. But just give them 5 seconds, and then you can just run down this area, pressure the Ana, the Soldier. Like, this is the type of play I want you to do. And you don't have to fly straight into them. Like, you can fly to here, get the health pack, shoot them a little, wait for things to develop. But you need to at least sort of be trying to take control of the map as tank. There we go. We do some damage to the Genji. We're in a good spot. We turn back to the Genji. Like, I think you should just... Because, yeah, we're going to get slept in the back or antied in the back. That's the other downside is if there's two people free here, then Soldier's just having a field day. Ana's chucking stuff at you. Like, it's just better to control these two people by shooting and matrixing. Even if you don't feel comfortable flying into them for the elim, because you change your sensitivity. Like, you can at least keep the two of them busy and distracted, because, I mean, like, notice he's not even, like, moving. Oh, well, he moved there, but yeah, he can honestly just take his hands off the movement keys. what are the chances we kill a nanoed Genji? Maybe 20%. So, I mean, like, just again, notice that this basically did nothing for your team. You might as well have just said, okay, they use nano, I'm gonna... Yeah, because look, Pharah's up here. So a lot of times your DPS are like going for a limbs and you're not even helping them. You're just trying to save your supports and failing because it's a nanoed Genji. But
I'm taking off. Claiming the objective. No. Boosting your damage.
yeah, this would be totally winnable. Like if you were here with your Pharah, like you kill the Ana and the soldier faster and then the Moira. And sure, the nanoed Genji kills your supports, but then you and the Pharah turn around and fight this 2v2. And it's just, you can win that. Genji was low, I get why you wanted to go for him, but we kind of landed in a bad spot. And I like you going for this. I might not have actually crossed this this line though. I might have just bumped him and then reset to point and just matrixed and shot a little. That way you're keeping them both busy, but you're not taking so much damage. Yeah, like this, but because we're forcing a mercy pocket. Like ideally, our mercy would be helping helping our soldier or our Mei or something, not like pocketing us. But we ran into the Diva Bomb. Like our urged appeal is so strong, we were willing to eat a Diva Bomb to the face, but. Good a limb. So yeah, we're getting our confidence, but I mean there were so many chances to go for backline this whole game, and we only did it like once or twice because we're either too like concerned about a Tracer or a Genji that we can't really do anything about, or we're taking so much chip damage by like flying in the open and getting forced out that we're not in like a good spot to rush anyone down, and we're just like having to hide the whole fight and try and get healed. Those are the two things, just that both of them have to do with your positioning, that just give the other team so much space and control, and there's no pressure on them. You're not helping your DPS get any limbs, and it's just sort of you reacting to everything and hoping they make a mistake is kind of what your gameplay is. So if you need to go into an aim trainer and just run at people for 15 minutes to get used to the new sensitivity and get your confidence up, you should do that. But otherwise, you just need to focus on taking control of the map, going down the side lanes, going for their backline, and only try and help your supports if it's convenient for you. Don't use the fly and go 20 meters to try and save people, because that almost never works. People have found it out through trial and error again and again, so if anything, I hope you get that from the review, and good luck.